Today's lesson is going to be on expanding brackets. So we only have one learning goal for today, and that's by the end of the lesson you'll be able to expand and simplify expressions that involve brackets. Okay, so say we've got an expression like the one on the screen there. So 4 times in brackets 2y plus 5. So what does that actually mean? Well, if we were to actually write that out, that would be 2y plus 5 plus 2y plus 5 plus 2y plus 5 plus 2y plus 5. So we've written that in the expanded form. From there, we could collect all of our like terms. So we could do, actually I'll put it here, so we could do 2y plus 2y plus 2y plus 2y plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. And from there we could simplify. So 2y plus 2y is 4y plus another 2y, which is 6y, plus another 2y, which is 8y, and 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 is 10, 15, 20. So that's how we could do it. So we could write it all out and then collect all our like terms to actually simplify that to 8y plus 20. But there's actually a quicker and easier way, thank goodness, because that would take us a long time. And I'm going to show you that now. So a term that's outside the bracket can just be multiplied by every term inside the bracket, and you can get an answer that way. So for instance, in A multiplied plus B plus, say, start again. In this one here, we've got A outside the brackets being multiplied by B plus C. So we apply A to everything in the bracket. So we'll do A times B, and we'll also do A times C. So I kind of call that the claw. So we're going to do the claw. So A times B will leave us with AB plus A times C will leave us with AC. Much easier than writing out the expression all those times and collecting like terms. So for our second one, I'm just going to actually rub out this line here just to make it a bit clearer when I do our second one. Okay, so for our second one, we've got A outside the brackets and it's being multiplied by B take C. So again, we're going to do the claw. We're going to do A multiplied by B and A multiplied by C. So A, B, take A, C. It's as easy as that. We're just multiplying the term that's outside the brackets by everything inside the brackets. So I've got quite a few worked examples for you here. I'm going to do them to the side, so to the right. If it was you doing it in your books, obviously just work down the page, don't work across the page, but I'll set it out how you should set it out in your books. So we've got 2, C take A. So we're going to do the claw. We're going to apply the 2 to everything inside the bracket, so we've got a little claw going on there. So 2 times C is just 2C take 2 times 8 is 16. And that would be our answer there for A. For B, we've got 4M outside the brackets and then 5W take 10A inside the brackets. And again, we do the claw. The 4M gets applied to everything inside the brackets. So 4M times 5W, well 4 times 5 is 20, 20MW. We've got take 4 times 10 is 40 AM. So when it comes to writing the letters, so the pronumerals, sorry, you're probably wondering, well, which one goes first? It's just convention, that's the word I'm thinking of, yeah, to write the letters in alphabetical order. So C, for this one I wrote 20MW, and for our second one I wrote AM. I'm just following convention, putting it in alphabetical order. If you did it around the other way, that would still be correct, because remember, for multiplication, it doesn't really matter what order we do it in. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this screen and I'll do C. So for C, we've got 6 outside the brackets, 3Q take 5 plus 2Q. Okay, for a start, we're just going to ignore this 2Q and we're going to do the claw like we've done for all the others. So 6 times 3Q is going to give us 18Q. Take 5 times 6 is going to give us 30 plus 2Q. Now from there we can collect our like terms. So you can see we've got 18Q and 2Q here. So they're like terms. So 18Q, I'm just going to rearrange it. Remember, we keep the sign that's in front of our terms. Take 30. 18Q plus 2Q is going to give us 20Q. Take 30. And that will be our answer there for C. Okay. For D, we've got -5 outside our brackets. And now inside the brackets, we've got 3 terms. But don't worry, we're just going to follow the same format. We're just doing a really big claw now. It's going to be applied to all the terms inside the brackets. So -5 times 1 is going to give us -5. So -5 times positive 5q, a negative times a positive is going to give us a negative. So 5 times 5 is 25q. And then we've got -2r, and negative times a negative is a positive. So 5 times 2 is 10, so positive 10r. And that will be our answer there. So we can't simplify that further because we don't have any more like terms. So we just leave it as it is. And our last one, E, I'm going to clear the page again for E. E is 2, 9 plus 10j plus 4 times 3j plus 3. So in this case, we're going to do 2 lots of the claw. So we're going to apply the term outside the brackets to all the terms inside the brackets. So 2 times 9 is 18. Plus 2 times 10j is 20j, plus 4 times 3j is 12j, plus 4 times 3 is 12. And again, we're going to look for like terms and rewrite it so that our like terms are together. So 18 plus 12 plus 20j plus 12j. So 18 plus 12 is going to give us 30. Plus 20j plus 12j is going to give us 32j. And that will be our answer there. So you can see, pretty straightforward. When we're expanding brackets, we're just going to use the claw. So we're going to apply the term outside to everything on the inside. So multiply the term on the outside to everything inside the brackets. Once we've done that, remember to look for like terms. And remember, our like terms are any pronumeral raised to the same powers. And then we can just add and subtract our like terms to simplify. And we'll get our answers there like that. So any questions at all, please make sure that you come and ask me for help, because that's what I'm there for.